handoff goes to Gazzoni. He's got a hole, breaking it to the right side. Pitch to Trimble, right side, big hole, cuts back. Touchdown, Jesse Trimble. Now unloading, right as he's getting unloaded, uncaught. Touchdown. Running left, throwing, complete, touchdown. Taylor. Play action with time. Has Gazzoni short over the middle. Touchdown. Ominous skies overhead as one of the most heated rivalries in the Northwest Suburban Conference heats up even a little more as the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Blaine Bengals for Homecoming 2007. Joe Yan and Howie Shapiro in the booth. And Howie, as everybody has heard by now, I publicly outed myself as a Cardinals homer this week and declared that this was the year that Coon Rapids beat the Bengals. For the first time since we've been doing this in 10 years, this is the year the Cardinals finally beat the Bengals.
Well, and I certainly hope so. If that is not the case, Yund at CTNstudios.com. Send your comments to Joe and tell him exactly how you feel. This is a good team. This is a team that should beat Blaine this evening. I think the momentum they're carrying into this ball game, they're flying really high. They're very healthy. They've got a great game plan going into this game, and it's homecoming.
Well, and I respect the Blaine Bengals program and always have, but apparently they heard the call that I made on Sports Night earlier this week, and that will definitely bring them in fired up. They come in at 1-4, Howie, and not where they hope to be after 5 weeks of the Northwest Suburban Conference season.
No, they start 13 sophomores and juniors on this squad, and so it's a little bit younger squad. And Coach Garrity doesn't make an excuse for that because you have to play hard in each and every game. And this is a Blaine team that you can never count out. They gave Anoka a great battle, had the lead. Anoka coming back and winning that game last week. But again, nobody was overlooked in this conference, and certainly Blaine will not overlook Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids will not overlook Blaine.
Well, and a big reason they had that lead last week was a first quarter interception return for a touchdown by their leading tackler and one of their top men out of the backfield.
Yeah, Toby Sapiro is a great player. He's a hustler. He's got 9 total touchdowns, 7 on offense, 2 on special teams and defense, and he's a player that really is a hustler, and you have to be aware of where he is on the field at all times as an offense. You have to take him into account. He's going to spy a lot, I think, probably on Jesse Trimble this evening.
Well, and for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, the defense is definitely going to want to keep a close eye on Saporu, but they have done a tremendous job this season of creating pressure on the quarterback. They have 14 sacks as a unit, plus in 5 games, that's almost 5 sacks a game. They also have a number of hurries, and they have played outstanding this season, and they are coming up against a quarterback that can be susceptible to that type of pressure. He lost a fumble and threw an interception last game against Anoka, allowing the Tornadoes to come back and get that victory. But the Cardinals, I think one of the coolest things about this team this year is they are 2-0 on their home field. The big reason they've been able to do that is their 12th man that has been on the field all season long, the Cardinal Nation. We've talked about them all season long, a new group brought together by Adam Tronson, encouraging more participation in Cardinal home functions and away functions, Cardinal athletic functions in general, and they have really come into play. And, of course, on homecoming night, you can expect them to be possibly a factor down the stretch of this game.
Well, they're going to be vocal. There's no doubt about it, and they've done such a nice job here, with all the sports, getting the students and athletes, fellow athletes, out to different events. But it's huge when you get that 12th man on the field. They make a lot of noise. They put a lot of pressure on the opposite team, and really, you're right, have been a big part in the success of this football team this year.
Well, we had a lot of rain last night. The field's still sure to be a little bit sloppy, but we're hoping to stay dry tonight. I don't think anything is going to stop this game from happening. The Coon Rapids Cardinals hosting the Blaine Bengals. It's Homecoming 2007 on CTN.
I remember how much you said you liked wine.
Oh. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Thinking about the dish? Look what you lose.
Going deep.
Item 6 is to consider conditional use permit and site plan.
A kitchen fire the day after Christmas sent a Coon Rapids man to the hospital.
It helped her overcome being so critical of herself.
Congratulations, class of 2000. Our new 2000 Miss Coon Rapids. And he makes the catch.
Don't be a loser. Stay informed with Community Cable.
Battle back at the Cardinals Sports Complex. A great battle between two arch rivals, the Blaine Bengals and the Coon Rapids Cardinals, adding to the stakes, of course, the fact that it's homecoming for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, a team that at 2-3 really could be as few as 3 great plays away from being a perfect 5-0. They are perfect here on their home turf, and they hope to keep it that way. The cross-country team bringing the ball to midfield and handing it off to our lead official, Art Hennington. They have brought it here from Blaine High School for tonight's game.
Well, you know, and this, we didn't even talk about the fact that this is a very hot, very humid evening, very untypical for October. And if anybody could see me in the booth, they know that I'm, as you call, a puddle. It is warm out here, and we'll see if that affects the players just in terms of cramps, things like that, typical things that happen to athletes in these kind of conditions.
Well, you know, when I outed myself this week as being a homer for Coon Rapids, did not come as a surprise to many of the CTN fans over the past 10 seasons that we are indeed Coon Rapids through and through.
Yeah, you know, we are. There's no doubt about it. We've always tried to be as biased as possible, but Coon Rapids is unbiased, I mean, as possible. But Coon Rapids is, you know, it's what we've been here doing for the last 10 years, and we have obviously a special place in our heart for this community. And
another person on our team who has that special feeling is a longtime resident, former football player for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, Zach Nienaber, who just became a daddy for the second time 4 days ago, but still made it here for homecoming. He's down walking the Cardinal sidelines. Zach Nienaber, thanks for being with us.
Hey, no problem, guys. Great to be here. Excited for the chance to see this come down here. One time in the last 30 games. We'd love to see a victory tonight. I was a part of a few of those losses, but hopefully tonight we can be a part of the win. Send it back up to you guys.
The Blaine Bengals actually won the toss and deferred, so the Coon Rapids Cardinals offense going to start this ball game off. And there's the Cardinal Nation in full regalia.
Yeah, what a great opportunity it is for everybody here to witness the chemistry and the camaraderie of these students in this, you know, this entire stadium. It's really a special feeling. It's a great feeling to be part of, and as you mentioned, as we talked about in the pregame, it really brings that added dimension to this ball game.
And this game has everybody excited. I just saw head coach John Young bouncing up and down on the sideline. Of course, his first time to go against the Blaine Bengals, and as a graduate in '94, I believe, of this Coon Rapids program, he too has seen this rivalry in a number of ways and over a long time. Shannon Garrity was part of the coaching staff for the Blaine Bengals when Young was the quarterback for Coon Rapids.
Well, yeah, he's been at Blaine for 23 years, 6 of them as the head coach here after Dave Nelson left and went over to Minnetonka. But hey, he's a great coach. It's a great program. We have the utmost respect for the Blaine team, and they always put a good product out on the field, and I think, Joe, we're in store for a really good ball game.
Well, I know that the Coon Rapids Cardinals would never underestimate their crosstown rivals in blue and white. A 1-4 record, a 2-3 record for Coon Rapids. And at the same time, the Blaine Bengals certainly aren't going to look at the Coon Rapids Cardinals as a 2-3 3 team.
Oh, no doubt about it. Both coaches have respect for each other. When I spoke to Shannon earlier in the week, he told me what respect he has for John and his program here, what a great job the Cardinals have done through 5 games in 07. And again, it's a Blaine team that's always been up at the top, and they're a little bit down this year at 1-4, but a very good football team nonetheless.
Jesse Trimble and Evan Lau back deep to return the kick. Chris Phillips will boot it away. Good long kick. Trimble running, catches it at about the 5 and stepped out of bounds.
Now that's maybe one he should have let go. I know he wants to make a nice play on special teams, but that was headed for the sideline.
So look at the Cardinals starters up front from left to right. John Lehman, John Kathnick, Creamer, Derek Carlson, and Kane Wallace. Jared Zimmel, the tight end. The receivers are Clausen, Snook. Townsend is the quarterback. Groves in front of Trimble in the backfield. And the Cardinals will start deep in their own end.
Not exactly the field position they wanted to start this ball game. Way deep in their end.
Getting a new football.
Got to bring the K-ball out.
I saw them take one away.
It was the K-ball.
Oh, the lead official does have one?
Yep.
Again, Art Hennington, want to thank him for wearing our microphone tonight.
It would be difficult to play without one.
Yeah. Well, I saw him toss the other football away, and I didn't see another one on the ground. So,
well, now they're
we're getting everybody in place, making sure the balls are in the right people's hands, and we know where the next replacement ball is coming from.
I think there was a soccer ball originally on the field, and they said, wait, wrong ball.
Well, we got another official jogging to the middle of the field with another football. He'll get it to the ball boy, being Coach John Young.
Well, he wears a lot of hats.
Sideline.
He wears a lot of hats here at Coon Rapids. He's also the ball boy.
Okay, now we're ready to play. 1st and 10 from their own 6. Trimble standing inside his own end zone, up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles out across the 10 to about the 13. Take a look at the Blaine defense, and Trimble's going to definitely give this bunch a test. Toby Gavin in the middle, Jordan Kosminskis and Patrick Wallenbecker. Up front with him, Tim Bauer, Jesse Hafterson, Toby Saporu, and Ryan Bauer, the linebackers. In the defensive backfield, Leslie, Vinzant, Russin, and Buckman. 2nd and 2 for the Cardinals. I think that's 2nd and 3 from the 13. Handoff goes to Trimble again, left side, not a lot there. Keeps pushing across the 15, and he should have the first down.
Yeah, it looks like his forward momentum carried it over for the first down. And I think the Cardinal game plan is they're obviously they're going to want to establish the run to set up the pass. And the strength of their team all year long has been on the ground. Jesse Trimble, leading rusher in the metro area with a little over 700 yards through 5 games. And he's so explosive. And as we talk about things that Blaine wants to do, one of the main things Blaine wants to do is to keep number 33 limited in what he does tonight.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals now from their 17-yard line. Townsend going to drop back in the shotgun. Grove split out as a receiver on the left. And that's where the pass will go on a little screen. Nice block by Snook. Slip back inside. Not a lot there. Out across the 20 to the 21. Gain of about 4.
Well, it was a nice block by Snook. He sealed off the defender, but the pass was a little bit behind Groves, and he had to stop for it. Had that hit him on the run, they may have picked up bigger yardage. We'll see it again as pass a little bit behind him. But you saw the block by number 2, Snook.
It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Kloss, the receiver, wide to the left, or wide to the right. Again, we have 4 receivers, and Townsend out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Trimble. Big hole up the middle. Cuts back to the left. Still going. In a foot race as he crosses the 50. Avoids another tackle down to the 30-yard line.
What a nice run. And again, good vision by Jesse Trimble. We've seen it all year long. He's able to really pick his holes and determine where he is on the field and able to cut it up for a big gain. Of course, speed always helps, Joe Young.
A 50-yard pickup.
You know, you watch at the end that acceleration. Ryan Vincent is trying to catch up with them. He does get him initially on the ankles, but he picks up a couple of more before he's brought down. Nice run by Jesse Trimble.
3 receivers right side this time. Townsend again out of the shotgun. Trimble back there with him. 7 guys up in the box for the Bengals. Now Trimble splits out wide to the left. Looks that way, now throws right. Little screen to Kloss. Cutting back in the middle. A big wall of red. Across the 20 down to about the 17-yard line, and it should be another first down.
Well, a couple Cardinals stepped in front of Toby Sapuro, number 3 for Blaine, and allowing Matt Kloss to cut into the middle and to gain that additional yardage.
And that's something that we've seen that they do really well this year, is get downfield blocking from their receivers.
Actually, Sapuro just ran past the tackle, but it's good to see Matt Kloss here. He was shaken up a little bit, had a little bit problem with his shoulder last week, had to come out offensively other than place kicking at the end of that game last week against Champlain Park. Did come back for a little bit of action, but it's good to see him back.
Offset I formation in the backfield, 2 tight ends for the Cardinals. Handoff, Trimble cuts back left, broken tackle, spins away from another, stretches down inside the 10.
Well, this is obviously you have to finish on a drive like this, but what a way to start the ball game for Coon Rapids. They're really dominating offensively, and if they can get in a touchdown here and get that quick early lead, that puts a lot of pressure on Blaine's offense, because this defense for Coon Rapids, as we've seen, Joe, has been so strong this season.
2nd and 3 from just inside the 10-yard line. Again, we see a big line up front for Coon Rapids with the tight end on either side. And a flag, and I think this is going to be delayed game.
Yeah, that's going to march him back 5, and that's a tough penalty. It now puts them in 2nd and long, not where Coach Young wants them to be. Well, the way this offense has been moving the ball, they haven't had too much trouble here yet early on. 8:14 to go in this first quarter.
So it'll make it 2nd and 8 from the 15. And Townsend will drop back in the shotgun again in that 4-receiver set. Fakes the give, then keeps it himself. Townsend breaks away from an arm tackle. Around the outside, breaks another one inside the 5, dives, and out around the 1-yard line.
Now we have a Bengal down on the field. Number 43, Mike Leslie, shaken up on that play. But watch, just a great job by Blair Townsend, as he's going to be able to almost stretch for that marker.
Well, if he gets the 1, that's a really generous spot, because his foot was out of bounds about the 3 or 4-yard line.
Yep, that's one thing we don't like to see. Leslie down on the play for the Bengals, and we'd never like to see an injury, quite obviously. He's one of the starting cornerbacks for the Bengals. I'm not sure, I didn't get a chance to see what happened to him on that. It looks like it's his shoulder.
Well, we'll take a short break as Leslie is tended to, and be back. The Cardinals 1st and goal. They're marching on the opening position. Oh, now we've got Leslie up, and I guess we're going to stay here.
We'll see that one more time. We'll see if we can see number
favoring
43. But just a great job by Trimble to get past the initial surge and then go to the outside. I think he just fell on his shoulder. And again, Blair almost stretching for that end zone. But you're right, they put it on the 1. I think his foot was out a little bit further back. But nonetheless, Cardinals will take it at 1st and goal.
Leslie now over to the sideline. So I'm holding his... Yeah, he was stretched out and kind of tried to jump back the other way.
He landed hardly on his shoulder.
Power backfield, and they'll push Townsend across. Touchdown, Coon Rapids.
Cardinals did what they wanted to do. They took the ball in the opening drive. They marched it down almost the entire length of the field. It's at 94 yards. And get the first score of this ball game and get this crowd continue to be pumped up. Blair Townsend doing a good job of just pushing it forward. Good job by the offensive line to open up that initial hole, and he did the rest. as the Cardinals are an extra point away from a 7-0 lead.
Matt Claus on to attempt that extra point. Townsend has the snap down. The kick is up. It is good. Coon Rapids on top 7-0.
Well, the way Matt Claus has been kicking the ball all year long, he's really been another weapon on the field for the Cardinals. Not only has he done well in kicking field goals and extra points, but his kickoffs have had such great distance. It's been leaving opponents starting from the 20 the majority of the time.
Zach is down, checking on Mike Leslie, the injured Bengals player. Zach, what do you know?
The injury's a shoulder, guys. His return is questionable. It's a shoulder injury, and he is questionable on his return. Back to you.
Thank you.
Pulse of the drive, Cardinal scoring drive, 8 plays, 94 yards. Took 4 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock, capped off by a Blair Townsend short touchdown run. There's where we stand, 7-0, 7:48 to go in the opening quarter. Cardinal fans on their feet, Joe Yen.
The kick, it's a high end-over-end kick. Phillips will take it from the 10 on the left side, looking for room back to the middle. Got across the first C, spins away from a couple more and pushes his way all the way out to the 37-yard line.
What a good return, and it gives Blaine a great field position, now trailing 7-0 for to start their first drive offensively of the game.
Tackle by number 57, Mike Tucker, and number 21, Colorado. First and 10, Blaine on the 37-yard line.
Call it the 38 even. So a return to 28 yards for Chris Phillips. Peterson under center with the wing T. A lot of misdirection. Phillips gets the carry, nearly broke a good tackle. He's got some speed. He's out to the 50 for a first down.
He's a good running back, and the tackle was by Eric Pakula, but Pakula making a good ankle tackle. Otherwise, that may have gone.
Look at the Bengals on offense. Chapman in the middle, Elliott V on the left side, Nidal and Thompson on the right. Receiver is King, Leafblad the tight end, Peterson under center. Machezik in the backfield along with Phillips and Schlingsog. And that was Machezik on the carry. Cardinal defense, Ekstrom, Neeson, and Egan up front. Novak and Gagnon along with Dewar and Dixon. The linebackers, Olness, Funfar, McKissick, and Pakula make up the secondary. 2nd and 8 from the Cardinal 48. Play action. Peterson rolls out, now throws, incomplete. Looking for Devin King.
Good pressure. You talked about it, Joe, in the opening, what pressure this defense has been getting to opposing quarterbacks, and good pressure there. That time led by Robbie Neeson, forcing Peterson to throw the ball out of bounds. Didn't have a receiver tentatively open, but it would have been a tough pass to complete.
Long third down. The Cardinals never saw third down on their opening scoring drive. Big play right here on 3rd and 8. Peterson straight drop, pumps, rolls left, now throws. Complete along the sidelines to Toby Saporu, who is gang tackled just inside the 40. And that'll be a first down.
Oh, nice job by Peterson just to wait until he had the opportunity to throw it to Saporu. And nice pass completion for that first down. You're going to see it again. A little pressure coming there, but just a nice crisp pass to the outside and picked up the first down. Blaine continues to move.
11-yard gain Schlingsog running right, and there's nothing there. He may have even lost one.
Yeah, he did lose a yard on that play. And again, a great defense. We talked about this. They fly to the ball, and they're so aggressive. As long as they make their tackles, they're going to limit running backs every time they play them.
No gain on the play. It's a 2nd and 10 for the Bengals.
Well, they gave him no gain on that play. I think he did lose a yard.
2nd and 10. Quick handoff up the middle to Machezek. And he slips down to the 31. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4.
Tackle number 34, Joe Novak. 6-yard gain, makes it a 3rd down.
Jordan Dixon coming out of the ball game.
Another big 3rd down for both the Coon Rapids defense and the Blaine offense. But as we've said many times before, this is probably 4-down territory in high school football. Out of the shotgun, Peterson hands to Machezek. And he's going to be very close, but I think he's a little short.
Yeah, about a yard short, depending on where they spot the ball. But a good job avoiding some tackles to actually gain that positive yardage. There you see it again. Good job keeping his
4th and inches.
Yep. Joe Castle coming into the game, getting a little more beef up front.
4th and very short upcoming. Handoff goes to Saporu, left side, broke tackles, he's in, touchdown, and we're pulling away from a tie game.
Again, missed tackles. I talked about the only way they're going to not stop running backs are the missed tackles. That time Saporu doing a great job of fighting through a tackle and getting into the open for the score. We'll see it again. Good hole up front.
Well, he's had 2 touches on offense, one an 11-yard catch for a 1st down, this one a 28-yard run for the touchdown.
And that quiets this crowd down here a little bit. As said, now Blaine is an extra point away from tying it up. Both teams successful on their first offensive drives.
Phillips on to attempt the extra point. It is up, it is good, and we're tied at 7.
It is good. With 4:28 remaining in the first quarter, the score, Coon Rapids 7.
There's a look at Toby Saporu, number 3 for the Bengals. Good player both on the offense and the defensive side of the ball for the Blaine Bengals. That is his 10th touchdown of the year. Look at that. Good job. Look at that hole opened up, and he was able to find it. Originally, it was closed, but he was able to sneak through, get out into the open, and then an easy touchdown for Toby Saporu.
Bounced off the initial contact and got behind the Cardinal defense, which was all up tight to the line on that 4th and inches.
Well, we knew coming into this ball game it was definitely going to be a good ball game. Pulse of the drive for the Bengals, 8 plays, 62 yards, took 3:11 off the clock, capped off by a Saporu touchdown run.
Number 33, Jesse Trimble, and number 5, Aaron Lau, back feet for the Cardinals.
I think Coach Young probably told Mr. Trimble, if the one is by that close to the sideline, let it go.
Yeah. Here's the kick by Phillips. This one right down the middle. Lau will take it from the 2. Finds pressure and is taken down just across the 15 at about the 17-yard line.
Good special teams play by the Bengals. Lau really didn't have much room to run. There were 3 white jerseys there to cover him up. Well, Joe, offensively, the Cardinals like to come back again and answer that touchdown scored by the Bengals.
First drive started from the 6. This one starts from the 17. First play, quick screen pass to Kloss, and he is tackled right away by Rustin.
Yeah, that was a nice defensive play for the Bengals. It was a good read. That was very close to possibly could have been intercepted.
Loss of a yard.
Yep. Rustin with a nice defensive play. He was right there as the ball arrived to Kloss.
Please make your way down to the track to cheer with the current cheerleaders. And the alumni cheerleaders, please come to the track.
We'll make it 2nd and 11.
Official timeout.
Official timeout, Joe. There's a little issue with the clock not starting.
You see Kelly Scott down there trying to relay something to the time staff up here. We've taken 10 seconds off the clock, and now we're going to play again. 2nd and 11 for the Cardinals. The 4 receivers set with Townsend out of the shotgun. Pretty effective on that opening drive. They go back to it here on 2nd and long from deep in their own end. Fake the draw, rolling right and throwing. Complete. Zimmel had it and dropped it. Would have been a first down out near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he was open coming in a crossing pattern over the middle, and Townsend did a good job of getting the ball to him. He just couldn't find the handle on it. That was a ball. You can see him calling for it. And that's a ball you have to catch. And he knows it. That makes it 3rd and long in a situation that Coach Young does not want to be in.
Snook and Kloss both wide to the right. Twin split ends with Zimmel on the left and Graves on the right. Out of the shotgun. Townsend chased from the pocket, and he's going down. A sack back near the 11-yard line. He's going to lose about 5 more, and the Cardinals will be forced to punt.
Now, what a great defensive play, a good call. Defensive back coming alone, untouched. Getting the initial pressure on Townsend. And then big number 95, Dejon Starr, finishing him off.
Kloss standing about 3 yards deep in his own end zone to kick this one away. Phillips standing at the Cardinal 45. Kloss, a good high punt. Phillips backpedaling, takes it from the 46. But for Blaine, running left, got some blocks, broke a couple tackles inside the 40. Finally driven out of bounds inside the Coon Rapids 30-yard line.
Wrap up tackles. You have to wrap up your tackles. You cannot, especially on a punt like that. They had all red jerseys down covering that punt. You have to make the tackle. Nice move by Phillips there. There's a missed tackle. And he does a good job of just running away. Another missed tackle. And then he finally brings it to the ground.
Students, please do not enter the Blaine side unless you
that puts the Bengals in excellent field position to start their second drive. Now puts pressure squarely on the shoulders of that defensive unit for Coon Rapids.
Well, great field position for the Bengals starting at the Cardinal 27-yard line. Handoff, a little reverse. Goes to Phillips inside. He's inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Number 27.
Nicely designed little counterplay.
Yep. You know, and after that initial touchdown by the Cardinals, the Bengals really been taking over this game on both sides of the ball. Cardinals need a big stop on defense.
2nd and 7. Handoff goes to Marchek. Marchezek up the middle. Not a lot there.
Nope.
Gain of maybe 2. They'll set up 3rd and about 5.
Well, I think that's what they like to do, just continue to pound the ball up the middle, especially in this part of the field where, as you talked about, it's 4 down territory.
3rd and about 5. Again, we see Schlingsog moving, play action pass, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Eric Vinn.
And he was open too. He just couldn't hang on to it, which would have been a first down. Nice design play by the Bengals. Get your tight end coming across the middle. There's the throw there, just off his fingertips.
Well, a Cardinal drop led to them going 3 and out. Now the Bengals have a drop, and they're facing 4th and long. Peterson out of the shotgun. Fake the handoff to Marchezik. Throw is caught by Vin for a first down at the 11.
A nice play and a good grab by Vin because the pass was low, almost into the ground. Taking a look one more time, it's just a nice throw low, and Vin did what he needed to do to catch that football.
Oh, nice job getting his hand underneath it.
Yeah, because that was pretty close to touching the ground.
1st and 10 from the 11. Play action. Peterson, chase, stumbles, regains his feet. Now throws, incomplete. Nobody anywhere near.
That's grounding.
And that's intentional grounding.
Yeah, that's a loss of down as well, and that's flag was on the play, right in front of the official.
And he didn't even throw the flag. He just took it out of his pocket and dropped it because that's where Peterson ended up.
Yeah, he was definitely not outside the tackle box on that play, and that's going to march him back, and that's a big penalty for the Bengals. Because not only is you march off the yardage, but you lose your down. And they do it from the spot where he threw it.
Intentional grounding, Blaine. Loss of down. 2nd down.
That puts him in a long field now, back out about the 35.
Yeah, it makes it 2nd and about 34 from the 35. Ouch. It's essentially, they can get a first down at the 1.
Right.
But it's essentially 2nd and goal from the 35. Play action. Peterson with time throws too high, looking for Phillips over the middle.
Oh, he was lucky that wasn't intercepted. What's in your playbook, Joe Young, for 2nd and 30? Now 3rd and 35.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. You've always been a big fan of the draw, I know that.
Well, it depends on how confident I am in my field goal kicker.
Statue of Liberty, maybe?
A draw gets you 10 yards and maybe get you into field goal range.
Maybe.
Depending on your field goal kicker again. Bengals do have the wind at their back for the next minute. Shotgun on 3rd and 34. Peterson throwing it up high toward the corner, and nobody's going to catch up with that. Schlinsog was in the area.
And this is, I mean, because of that grounding penalty, that really changes the scheme of this drive for the Bengals, and they're going to be forced to punt the ball now. And that's a big break for the defense because Blaine was moving the football, but that intentional grounding really did a number on them and really took them away from their game plan and what they wanted to do in that portion of the field.
Phillips standing just into Cardinal territory. Pakula back to return the punt. Nearly blocked. And they're going to let this one bounce. It'll be down inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line.
Well, we got a little less than 50 seconds remaining in this opening quarter, and offensively the Cardinals really want to do a good job here, not only controlling field position, but taking time off the clock and putting some more points on the board.
They'll put it just shy of the 14-yard line. And again, the Cardinals have been playing with the long field all game. This is their 3rd possession. All 3 have started inside the 20.
Well, you know how important field position is, and for as you're
of course,
a Bengal fan,
their longest field is the one they scored.
Right.
That 94-yard drive to open the game. Groves sets back in the backfield in front of Trimble. He'll get the carry left side. Tough row to hoe up the middle on the Bengals, and that'll be no gain.
Well, good job by that defensive line from Blaine at the point of attack, really pushing back the Cardinal offensive line, not allowing Jesse Trimble to get any yardage. And that's one of the things that Coach Garrity said is that we really need to put a hold on Jesse Trimble as well as Matt Kloss offensively for Coon Rapids.
That'll make it 2nd and 10. This will be the last play of this first quarter. Three receivers, I formation. Drop. The draw goes to Trimble. Big hole left side. Great block by Kloss, and Trimble still fighting out across the 30. First down, and I think Kloss got away with a little bit of a hold there, but it'll be a first down, Coon Rapids. Take a quick break, second quarter, tied at 7.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. You know, I followed your character since the first episode. I'm a big fan, big fan.
Thank you.
And listen, your storyline, it makes for incredible TV drama. Thing is, your drug use is very adult content. Too adult for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, have a good one.
Mic check.
You're a nice lady.
Welcome back to that 7-7 ball game. We're going to have an untimed down. Hold on to play, but disturbing trend so far. Out of the field. We'll see if they can turn that around here. Back up to the booth.
All right, I don't know how much of that anybody else heard. I didn't hear much, but there was a hold called on Kloss on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 8. I guess you give Trimble a 12-yard carry, and then they go back 10 yards. So 2nd and 8 for Coon Rapids. They still move forward, but 2nd and long, handoff to Trimble, and this time gobbled up as he tries to find room on the left. And they'll bring up 3rd and long.
They've been doing such a good job when Trimble runs in the middle. It's when Trimble gets to the outside, that's when he's been getting his most positive yardage. And, you know, a running back like him with that speed, able to gain that corner. Well, now we have an end of the quarter, Joe.
All right, now we have a quarter break. We'll be back second quarter after this. Handoff, Gazzoni cuts back, pushing it into the end zone. What a great second effort. Handoff will go to Swedlin, left side, big hole. Gallops through it and touchdown. Straight drop, long drop, setting up the screen to Swedlin. It's complete. He's got the first down and more. One man to beat, and he's going to beat him. This is going to be a touchdown. Handoff, Swedlin, right side, touchdown. Handoff up the middle, Swedlin to Burth. Gets around the safety and breaks free, and he's gone. This one is going to be 78 yards. Play action, pumps, and is it a fumble? Yes, it is, and a touchdown. Draw goes to Trimble, huge hole in the middle. He's got a first down and more, cuts back, and he could be gone as he crosses midfield. One man trying to catch up, that's Mike Leslie. Dives, drags, and pulls him down. Trimble. Left side, touchdown. Townsend looking downfield, has Kloss. Oh! He dropped it. He was behind the defense. It was in and out of his hands.
Well, that was a great opportunity for Coon Rapids, and then what a pass by Blair Townsend. Look at the good job. He just steps up into the pocket, and he just airs it out. Matt Kloss, it's right on his hands. He knows he should have had that ball. That would have been 7, or it would have been 6. Tough break for Matt Kloss.
Townsend should be perfect tonight.
Yeah,
he's 3 for 5 now.
That was a great pass.
And two that were balls that should have been caught. Instead, Kloss punting from his own 2-yard line. Low snap, got behind it. Picks it up, throws it out of the back of the end zone. That's 2 points.
Now, smart play by Kloss. There's nothing else he could do. And unfortunately, the Cardinals, what most likely would have been a touchdown, come away giving the Bengals 2 points as the snap is low, gets past Matt Kloss, goes out of the end zone, or he picks it up and throws it out of the end zone. Take another look at that. Is that not a good snap? But Kloss able to regain his composure, realized he wasn't going to do anything, just tosses it out the back of the end zone for the safety.
Yeah, much better idea than trying to throw a pass and having it incomplete. Then Blaine takes over at your 18-yard line. This way, at least they only get 2 points, and you get to try and give them at least a little bit longer field than that. Cardinals do still have to kick the ball away, however.
Yes, they do.
And from further back than normal, they'll kick it away, I believe, from the 20.
That would be correct.
So after a great opening drive, the next 2 drives, the Cardinals stumble a bit.
Well, and what if that pass would have been completed? It'd be a totally different situation. You can't look at it that way, and it's just it's a tough break for the Cardinals on 4th down and a tough snap. Now giving up the 2 points and also giving up the football. Like you look at your defense and you just tell your defense to go play hard and make a stop.
Number 1, Matt Kloss. Back deep to kick.
So Kloss will kick it from the 20. King and Phillips standing just inside their own 20. High end over end kick. Phillips will take it from the 25. Good wall in front of him. He breaks through. Tripped up, but deep into Cardinal territory again at the 36.
Now he has been a thorn in their side so far this evening. That's Chris Phillips just doing a great job on that kickoff return. Watch the acceleration there at the end. Finds a nice alley, breaks a tackle right there, and then pulls it. They pull him down, but again, watch the alley that he has to run through. Look at that hole. And then able to gain some additional positive yards before being brought down, but not until they get excellent field position here.
35 yards, roughly, on that return. Running left is Phillips, and there's nowhere to go. It'll be no gain.
Well, the Bengals have been doing a better job running up the middle against the Cardinal defense than the outside, and the Cardinals offensively doing a better job running the outside than they have up the middle against the Bengal defense. You saw there no gain on the play, 2nd and 10, and this is the biggest stop of the game so far for the defense.
Second and 10. Peterson under center, hands off to Marchezik up the middle again. Got across the 35 to about the 34, short gain.
Again, as a defense, you want to put them in a 3rd and long situation. That's what they've done here. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Cardinal defense making a few changes. Carter Adams coming in, Jordan Dixon going out.
Bengals just 1 of 4 on 3rd down so far in this game. Of course, they are also 2 for 2 on 4th down. Saporu, the receiver, on the left side, but they'll throw near side to King, and he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down at about the 28-yard line.
Now another big stop coming up for the defense, because you know the Blaine Bengals are going to go for it here. 4-down situation. Novak coming back into the ball game for the Cardinals.
For the Bengals.
As I mentioned, the Bengals 2 for 2 so far on 4th down. This one 4 and 2, 4th and 2. Phillips left side has the 1st down inside the 25. Down to about the 23-yard line.
Good job up front for Blaine to open up that hole for Phillips. Able to gain the 1st down easily.
21, Carter Adams. They result in a 1st down for the Bengals. First and 10, it's the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 now. Handoff, Marchezik up the middle again. And he's going to gain about 3 more.
Well, so far, Blaine doing what they have to do is taking advantage of that bad snap and the safety. They're marching the ball here, looking to see if they can put additional points on the board. Already leading 9-7. A touchdown here would be huge for Blaine,
especially with the chance. Well, I suppose they start thinking about getting the ball back at the start of the second half. We still got a lot of third or second quarter to play here. On 2nd and 7, Schlinsog looking for room rather on the right. It's across the 20 to the 19. A gain of 2 will bring up 3rd and 5.
James Gagnon comes up holding his arm a little bit, trying to straighten it out.
Quick pass to Phillips in the flat on the left side. Nice tackle.
That was Novak. What a beautiful play by Joe Novak to come across and bring him down. And we have a Blaine Bengal down on the play. Actually, a couple of them. Yeah, I think it is Phillips.
Novak hit him pretty hard and
take another look at that.
Twisted his body.
Look at this.
He doesn't even see that one coming.
He came from
No, it's
nowhere.
the blocker in front of him.
Yeah, it is the blocker
down.
in front. Yep. Can't see the number.
Devin King,
yep,
the receiver.
That's Devin King. Looks to be okay. Walking a little gingerly though. I think we have a look at what happened. Watch number 39. Right after the play, he got rolled up.
Yep. On the back of his leg. Hopefully he's going to be all right. He's walking, but limping just a little bit as he goes to the sidelines.
Another big 4th down play, Joe.
This one 4th and 4 from the Cardinal 18.
Crowd needs to make a lot of noise here.
Handoff goes to Phillips, left side. He's not going anywhere. He's going to lose a yard. The Cardinals will take over on down.
Oh, what a big stop for the defense. That gives the opportunity now the offense to get the ball back in their hands. But it was such a big stop for them because they couldn't allow any more points by the Bengals. What a great job by the defense here. You're going to see both Bakula. Can't see exactly.
Novak.
That was Novak also on the play. Bakula and Novak making that tackle and turning the ball over on downs back to the offense.
So the Cardinals take over from their own 19-yard line. Handoff. Trimble, big hole, running to the outside. He's got room. Couple of Bengals giving high chase. Terry Thomas going to hit him and take him down, but not until he crosses the 25 to the 23-yard line.
Oh, that play was started by great blocking up front, opening that hole. And when you get a hole that big for a young man that fast, he's going to gain big yardage, and Jesse Trimble did so right there. Watch it again here. Look at the hole up front. Great blocking. And then he does the rest as he gains to the outside. And just look at that play as nobody's coming across. Finally, a tackler there. And Terry Thomas able to bring him down.
It's the second time he's had a gallop of more than 50 yards. That one 58. Play action. Rolling out, throws, Snook. Touchdown!
Oh, what a great play. No coverage on Snook. They fooled the Bengal defense, and the Cardinals able to convert. And they are going to take, we'll see if they go for, no, they'll go for an extra point here. Doesn't make any sense to go for 2. Blair Townsend has really had a nice day. You may not see it statistically, and he missed that that one long pass drop by Kloss, but he's done such a nice job finding receivers when he's needed to.
Well, he hasn't. Every pass that he's thrown has been catchable. 2 have been dropped.
What a turn of events, Joe. The safety and then the ball back, and Blaine's twice on 4th down. The Cardinal defense stops him on the second attempt, and then they come back and they drive. 2 plays, 81 yards, only took 18 seconds off the clock. and a Townsend pass to Snook in the end zone.
They will go for 2.
Yep. Well, I guess they will.
Voss, the man in motion, moving to his left. Pitch goes to Trimble, and he's wrapped up and dropped in the backfield. So Coon Rapids up 13-9.
We're going to see the touchdown here. Defense going one way, and there you're going to see Snook. There's no defender on him. Great pass over from Townsend. He just backs into the end zone for the score. Sets the ball on the turf like they're told to do.
Wide open. No way he was going to drop that one.
Thomas on the coverage, but Thomas is way in front.
Talk about a quick response.
Yeah.
There is one downside to that. Well, 2. Number 1, they didn't take any time off the clock.
18 seconds.
Number 2, their defense just got off the field.
They got to go right back on. But that's right. They'll take it. They have the lead.
Yeah. That is right. Unofficially, I have Jesse Trimble for 140 yards on 8 carries.
In the first half. That's a great stat for a game.
Yeah, on 8 carries. Claus put the boot to this one. Low line drive is going to skip before being picked up by Russin. He's got a couple of blockers on the right side, but tackled as he crosses the 25.
Whole different look on special teams on that kickoff. They were not going to let the ball carrier gain much positive yardage. Just they flew down. We're going to see it again. That takes it on one bounce. Watch your sea of red jerseys come into the picture and take him down. Oakley into the ball game, playing the corner now for the Cardinals.
Bengals will start this drive from their own 27. Handoff, no, play action. Peterson rolling out on the keeper, looking for room around the corner, and he's flattened as he crosses the 30 after a gain of about 4.
Now, once you've made that commitment, you got to get ready to take a hit, because this defense is going to stick it to you. You're going to see again, he's going to roll it, decide this is going to be a run. And there you see Gagnon and Novak.
It's a good pickup on the play, though. As I've said before, I'll take 4 every down.
Absolutely.
Handoff goes to Phillips, cuts back through the middle across the 35, and he stopped as he leans forward, maybe to the 36. They'll bring up a 3rd and short.
We haven't seen much in the way of turnovers so far here tonight.
We haven't seen any turnovers.
Yep.
Is that what you mean by not
much in the way? Well, do you consider that bad snap a turnover in a way? No, I mean you don't, but
3rd and 1. Quarterback sneak, and Peterson should have enough for the first down, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like where they're going to mark it. He's going to move the sticks. 6:11 remaining in this first half. Cardinals up 13-9. Boy, it could have been much different had Blaine able to do something after that punt, but Cardinals defense again steps up big.
Well, and the offense came up big.
Absolutely.
2 plays, touchdown. I want to get back to my Gatorade. 1st and 10 from the 37. Handoff, Marchezik, right side, and he was just stopped cold by Pakula as he got to the 40.
Well, again, this defense is one thing. It's going to stick you. It's going to play hard, and it's going to make you know that they've been there for a tackle.
I mean, he stopped all forward momentum. Pakula, one of the top tacklers on this squad as well. Been impressed with the defense as a whole. The secondary, outside of being a little overmatched against that tandem of receivers in Osseo. They have been phenomenal this year. Throw left side too high for Saporu.
And he was open too. He was able to do a little bit of a cut right in front of the defenders, but the pass from Peterson wasn't there.
They'll bring up 3rd and long.
One thing, it's much cooler here, especially in this press. But I'm much more cool than I was.
Breeze is picked up.
Yeah, when I was at the beginning.
So another 3rd down. Bengals now 2 for 7. Peterson with time, throws left. The little screen pass, well defended. As Jacob Dewar was right there to take Machezik down, and Blaine will be forced to punt.
Jake Dewar did a nice job of staying with him right there. You're going to see him pull him down. Doing a good job defensively, and again, defense does their job, turns the ball over in terms of a punt.
This one high and short.
You stay away from that one if you're a Cardinal.
Well, the Cardinals got burnt by one that bounced off an ankle last week. It's down at about the 35.
A good field position for the Cardinals here. We're leading 13-9. 4:33. Plenty of time for them to mount another drive and put some additional points on the board. That would be huge, Joe Young.
It would, especially because the Bengals get the ball to start the second half. Now I can start talking about who gets the ball. Now that we're under 5 minutes.
There's some Joe Novak fans cheering on number 34.
Snook and Kloss both lined up wide to the left for Townsend. Looks like he's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Ball just outside the Cardinal 35. Fakes the quick pass, then hands off to Trimble up the middle, and he pushes his way out to the 40. A gain of about 5.
The Cardinals just doing what they do best, and that's running that football. I mean, you want to keep this Blaine defense back on their heels at all possible, and they've been doing a good job of running it and then mixing in that pass from Townsend, a couple of passes from Townsend that have been very beneficial to the Cardinals.
Ball was actually at the 36, so we're actually at 2nd and 6 from the 34. Pass is caught. It was bobbled a little bit by the tight end Karst, but he hauled it in, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, that'll move the chains. Good job of concentrating and holding on to that football.
He was right at the 6, at the sticks, a gain of 6.
At the sticks. 6 at the sticks.
That's right. Three receivers on the left side this time. Cardinals showing a lot of different looks. Townsend slipped a little bit, recovers complete to Snook. It looks like he's right at midfield. I thought he was a step into Bengal territory, but it'll be a gain of 4.
4-yard gain makes it a 2nd and 6. Again, all homecoming royalty and parents need to meet underneath the scoreboard with Mr. Scott at this time. All homecoming royalty needs to meet at this time.
Under 3 minutes remaining in this half.
2nd and 6. Townsend out of the shotgun this time. Pumps, now throws, complete to Zimmel over the middle. Snook gives him a block. He's got the corner down the sidelines. Touchdown.
Well, he scored a similar touchdown to that last game at home. Zimmel with a nice catch. He hung on to the ball, did a good job of getting to the outside. You know, and he has deceptive speed for a guy, for a tight end.
And really what sprung him was just a little bitty push that Snook gave the safety that put him back on his heels and gave Zimmel the opportunity to get around the corner and sprint down the sidelines.
We're going to see it again. Good protection up front. Quick throw to Zimmel. And look at Zimmel. Does a good job putting the ball in his outside hand, first of all, because if he gets hit, doesn't want to fumble. Then the speed around the end. Bengals can't catch him, and the Cardinals score yet again here.
Klaus on to attempt the extra point. It is up. It is good. It's 20-9, Coon Rapids.
What a great way to cap that off, because now you've got a defense is playing really good. 2:37 left. You see it one more time. Great look coming over the middle, and Zimmel just doing a good job. There's a nice block by Snook, and then Zimmel able to get to the outside and then take it to the house for the score.
Final announcement. All homecoming row team parents need to meet underneath the scoreboard at this time.
That's Jeff Zimmel, Jared's father.
Very proud father.
Gotta like that.
Gotta love
50-yard score.
Yep. A big smile on his face.
And Coon Rapids reels off 13 quick. 2 very fast drives.
Cardinals scoring drive, 4 plays, 64 yards, a minute 56. A little more time off the clock than the last one in 18 seconds.
But not much.
Not much. There again, nice protection for Blair Townsend as well.
They would have liked to have burned a little more clock than that, but they got the touchdown. That's the important part.
That's right. They'll take the touchdown each and every time, whether it's a minute 56 or 18 seconds.
Or 7 minutes.
Or 7 minutes or 8 minutes off the clock.
We saw last year against Elk River, I believe, that drive that sucked up an entire quarter for the Elks. So Klaus to kick it off again. Russin and Phillips standing at their own 5. Big boot, you ain't returning that one. That hardly touched ground before clearing the back of the end zone.
Well, you can see Matt Klaus before he started that one. He knew he had the leg in it, and we've seen it so many times this year of him putting it in the end zone, not allowing a run back, and that's what you want to do. It's such another weapon for you because you have the long field. Now watch him. He's pumped up. He is pumped up.
He is a very excitable young man.
Yes, he is. Good athlete.
He was literally bursting at the seams when we did preseason interviews for the Sports Night preview. I mean, he was just bursting, ready to get this season underway, and he's had a fabulous senior year, as have all of the young men in red. Blaine with 2:36 on the clock.
He put it on the ground.
Up the middle. Oh, they did. And if this is a Coon Rapids ball, this could be huge. And it is.
It is. Oh, that's just big. A touchdown here, Joe, would just obviously got plenty of time left, with another half, but it would really make its mark. There's Robbie Neeson coming up with the fumble, but they hit him hard. That ball popped out quickly. I don't know if we'll get to see the ball coming out, but I could tell as soon as he hit that line, that ball popped out, and the Cardinals pounced on it. We'll take another look at it. There's Phillips coming out. Yeah, that was Jake Dewar hitting him on the play.
Another big play by Jake Dewar. The Cardinals take over on the 19. And he talked about turnovers, Howie. There's a big one. And now Saporu quickly to the quarterback and drops him for a big loss.
Now, that was a big play for the Blaine defense because they know they can't allow any more points on the board here in this first half. Already trailing by 11 at 20-9. And one thing the Cardinals have going for them, they've got a good weapon in the leg of Matt Klaus in terms of a field goal kick, but they'd like the 6.
Townsend will go back into the shotgun on 2nd and about 15. Quick throw over the middle of Zimmel. Complete, breaks and tackle. Snook trying to get that block. Zimmel in, touchdown.
What a big play and a great job by Blair Townsend to get rid of the football. And because he was going to be hit to Zimmel. And Zimmel doing a great job of fighting past the tackle and getting that score. Again, another quick one. We'll see it again. Good job of just getting that pass off quick, and there's a missed tackle. Missed tackles will kill you every time. And another one, and Zimmel easily trotting into the end zone, going over to the kids section, getting high fives from everybody. I love to see that.
Not a bad first half for Jared Zimmel. 2 catches, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's a nice night.
3rd passing TD of the game for Townsend, and don't forget he's run one as well. The kick is up and good for Kloss, and it's 27-9 Coon Rapids.
Boy, this takes everything out of the Bengals. And you see the scoring drive, 2 plays, 19 yards, not quite 18 seconds, but 49 seconds to get that touchdown.
Well,
you know
how often I actually say what my pregame prediction score is
all the time, but you just
over the air.
Okay,
I just don't usually do it over the air. Well, on my way in tonight, I talked to Coach Don Bright of the Cardinal Boys baseball team. He always asks me my prediction as I walk into the home games. And I guess I was talking about just the first half because I said 28-10.
Yes, you did.
I was not expecting what we've seen. We've had a heck of a first half.
Well, especially the way the game started out, the Cardinals scoring quickly, then Blaine coming back
94-yard drive.
Yeah, and then came
Blaine's had some outstanding kick returns. The safety was weird.
Yep.
And now 3 quick strikes in a row by the Cardinals.
Well, and it was 9-7, and Blaine was threatening, and they could have gone in by a bigger score, but the Cardinal defense came up big there.
Yes. And here's Kloss. He's fired up again, and again, you ain't returning that. He's 5-6 yards deep in the end zone when he catches it.
Do you think these young men are pumped up, or
I
what?
think just a little bit.
I think so too, and that's so great to see. I mean, you're getting contributions from a number of players so far in this first half for the Cardinals.
And I am having a great night so far on homecoming. Not only are we enjoying a big show offensively by the Coon Rapids Cardinals, but being treated well also. We had some buffalo wings from Buffalo
we did.
Wild
You know you're going to
Wings.
make everybody in the crew jealous. You know that, don't you?
Pre-game and now a halftime snack from the football boosters.
I think they're going to cut our mics off.
Out of the shotgun, handoff inside, and no room to run for Machezik.
On the carry for the Bengals. Brought down by number 74, Robbie Eaton, number 51, Tom Egan.
No gain on the play. Will make it 2nd and 10.
1:19 remaining in the opening half. Cardinals with a commanding lead, 27-9.
And the Bengals, what they really need is to score here and have the chance to at least cut heavily into that lead with the first drive of the second half. Short pass to Saporu, and I don't know if somebody got a hand on that.
Oh, must have, because it
hit the ground at his feet.
He was going up for that ball.
On the coverage for the Cardinals. It's a 3rd and 10 for the Bengals.
We'll see it again. Oh,
I think that was just a little miscommunication.
I think so too.
It'll make it 3rd and 10. Handoff up the middle. Machezik dragged down after a short gain by Joe Novak, and Coon Rapids calls timeout. And with the way their offense has been operating,
it's 55 seconds remaining, plenty of time.
They can score twice.
They scored twice and once in 18, once in 40. Tough road game, Joe, coming up next.
Yeah, that Anoka team means business.
Yes, they're a good squad.
And we will see if the Cardinals can stop them. And I don't know, is that Anoka's homecoming?
No, I think they had it already. I think it was against Champlain Park. Their game against Champlain Park was their homecoming, I believe. This is a very happy crowd. And they have a reason to be.
We've got standing room only.
Yeah.
The Blaine section was a little slow to fill in, but their bleachers are full now over there.
Well, it's not a long drive.
Standing room all the way around the west end of the football field.
I remember once you went to, I believe, a playoff game. We didn't do it.
Yeah, over at Blaine.
And I couldn't call. And I remember calling you from home. What's the
there
score?
There had to have been 5,000 people at that game. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
So here's the punt. Nearly blocked by Funfar. And Pakula waved for it and then let it take the bounce. It'll be down at about the 47 46 seconds remaining.
Plenty of time. We'll see if Coach Young elects to. I mean, he did take the time out, and depending on the field position he was looking for, let's see if he decides to take a knee or air it out.
Oh, I think you definitely air it out.
I think so too.
You got great field position, especially when you've got 3 plays at least that are over 50 or 50 yards or over. You've got scoring passes of 23, 24, and 50 yards. Townsend out of the shotgun. Drops back, waits, has time, now throws. Incomplete, looking for Zimmel in the flat. Wouldn't have had a lot there anyhow.
Nope. And stops the clock. 41 ticks remaining in the opening half.
Could you believe he's 8 of 11 passing? And really, that ball, too, could have been caught.
And the long by Kloss, should have been caught.
And the earlier one by Zimmel could have been caught. So all 3 of the incompletions were balls that could have and maybe should have been caught. 2nd and 10. Townsend drops back, great blocking, steps up now, has time, throws, complete to Snook, nice catch at the 37-yard line.
Quick run to the line. Blair Townsend looking for a play call in from Coach Young. 33 seconds remaining. The Cardinals are going to call a timeout. Taking a look at that. Good job again by Townsend, stepping up, throwing the ball to Snook. Snook making a nice play, throwing it to only where Ryan Snook can get it.
Well, we've already had plenty of highlights, but we still got a second half to play.
We may have to do 45 minutes.
It's been a fun football game.
Yes, it has.
Chris Cardinal having a good time, doing a little limbo or dodging bullets from the Matrix.
Yeah, that's what we were told. It's from the Matrix.
Could be. Or it's just the funky chicken dance of his own.
That could be as well.
The funky Cardinal dance. So after the timeout, Cardinals 1st and 10 from the Blaine 37, 33.2 remaining in the first half. Townsend, quick pump, now steps up and throws, complete to Snook. Dropped to a knee short of a first down. He wanted to make a move and get out of bounds, but
Cardinals are going to have to down the ball or call a timeout. I think they have 1 left. I think they'll have to spike it at this point.
And they do.
Well, maybe you have 2 plays left to the end zone with 11 ticks remaining.
3rd and 2 for the Cardinals.
Third and 2. Blaine showing blitz. Handoff goes to Trimble. He'll have the first down to about the 26-yard line.
That stops the clock with a little under 7 seconds remaining. One play, a toss to the end zone. Cardinals call their 3rd and final timeout.
I think they'll bring the field goal unit on right here.
We'll see what they
think
do.
of that.
I like it. I like points. Points are good. We'll see if they go for the field goal or for the touchdown.
Coming up on Tuesday, volleyball. Cardinals taking on Maple Grove. Their season winding to a close of the regular season. A lot of kids here for homecoming festivities, having a good time, and it's been an electrifying first half.
Yes, it has, and they are going to
especially
kick the field
for
goal.
the fans in red.
Yeah, not so much for the fans in blue.
No, they had some sparks
in the beginning.
But yeah, the second quarter has been not their quarter.
Yeah, it's been all Coon Rapids.
This will be from about 43.
I think we saw him kick a 43-yarder against Andover.
This one a pretty stiff side wind.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to hit from here. But if anybody can do it, he can. He's got the leg.
He's definitely got the boot. Now Blaine's going to put him on ice.
No, it's a smart play. Make him think about it a little bit.
Take this opportunity to tell you about the talk of the town. Every month, Stephanie Ring introduces you to interesting people and places around the Coon Rapids community and Okanagan area.
Yep, she does a great job.
The dance line waiting its turn to get out onto the field. They'd like to be in that end zone celebrating a touchdown before the buzzer sounds, or 3 more points anyhow.
Yes, they would.
Like to maybe catch a Matt Kloss field goal.
Well, this field goal would make it a 3-touchdown lead.
It would, in fact. This will be from 43 yards, and again, a pretty stiff breeze coming from Kloss's right. Are they going to call another one? Oh, we've got it. We've got a flag back in the end zone, and
I know it can't be delayed game.
12 men on the field against the Bengals.
Oh, so that moves it a little closer.
That'll give Kloss a little bit better chance at 38 yards.
Now that's a foolish penalty. You got to know how many guys you have on the field at all times, especially after a timeout. Now it makes it a little bit easier for Mr. Kloss.
So it'll be from 38 yards. And now what? I think Coon Rapids just gave him the 5 yards back on a false start. And they did.
Let's just let him kick it from 43.
Well, he gets an extra point in my high school league, in my high school fantasy league, for kicking it over 40 yards. So 43 yards again for Matt Kloss. Kick is up, and it has the distance. It is not. It is good.
Oh my
I thought
God.
it was wide right, but it's good.
Oh, what a big field goal at the end of the half. 30-7, Coon Rapids, Joe Yund.
And that the clock expires as the
30-9.
As the kick took that long to get all the way down and over the goalpost. And a great first half for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. The Bengals need to make some serious adjustments before they return for the second, because the Cardinals on the verge of a blowout, mostly in that second quarter.
Yeah, you know, and it was from up here. It didn't look like that it had enough leg, that kick.
I thought it had the distance. I just thought it was a little bit wide
short.
right.
Oh, I thought it was a little short.
Zach Nienaber is down on the sideline with head coach John Young. He's got to be happy. Hey, Zach.
Coach, Snook, Zimmel, Townsend, you're spreading the ball around tonight. How important's that been?
I don't really care. I just want to win the second half and get out of here with a win.
All right, best of luck to you in the second half.
Thank you.
Back up to the booth.
All business is head coach John Young. He's got a 30-9 lead. It's halftime, a homecoming. The Cardinals looking for their first defeat of the Bengals in a decade.
Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young. And I'm Howie Shapiro. Welcome, everybody. This is your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Joe Young and Howie Shapiro here to tell you that CTN, they continue on in their schedule.
Sports Night! Sports Night!
Sports Night! Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night!
Sports Night is next. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro.
When you fill someone's life with hope, you wind up adding a little more to your own. Help America's youth. Be a friend. Be a mentor. Just be there.
Go to bigbrothersbigsisters.org.
Dimes are shiny and round. Nickels are also round. Dollars are not round. Dollars are rectangles. What can I buy with 2 rectangles? A Best Buy. Right. Good job.
When you talk with your child, you build vocabulary, and learning starts long before school does. For more tips, go to bornlearning.org.
Thank you for being a class act as the dance team performs. Thank you. Apologize for technical difficulties. Again, let's take a nice round of applause for our Coon Rapids dance team. I'm going to fix the music, so I apologize. 16.
Mom,
What?
you can't find Ichabod.
What?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
哦，先生你好，歡迎光臨，等等先。誒，唔該晒。
Brandon.
Ladies and gentlemen, here on the play, Multi Cardinals. Thank you, Laura Sims. And our marching Cardinals.
Second season starts right now. Wow, do we have a show for you tonight?
Come out!
Busy afternoon Monday for firefighters trying to contain several grass fires along.
This is going to be a very good and very close game.
Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town.
Such a big event definitely needs a third man.
That's Rue's deal. He needs to move him over here out of the end.
I'm here with Athletic Director Kelly Scott. Coach, homecoming night, packed house. Tell us about what's been going on this week.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a culmination of just a great week. A packed house. I mean, the stadium's bursting. I haven't seen it like this in a long time. And our kids have just been unbelievable this week with how... That's Rue's deal. He needs to move him over here out of the end.
I'm here with Athletic Director Kelly Scott. Coach, homecoming night, packed house. Tell us about what's been going on this week.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a culmination of just a great week. A packed house. I mean, the stadium's bursting. I haven't seen it like this in a long time. And our kids have just been unbelievable this week with how they participated in what's going on in school. Today in all the lunchrooms, I couldn't believe how much red I saw. And then our afternoon pep fest, I mean, we filled that gym up, and it was an optional pep fest, so it was awesome.
And the question I'm dying to know, who won the Powder Puff game this week?
Well, that would be the Bears, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that it was a bunch of hockey players coaching the team. So congratulations, Bears.
All right, thanks for joining us. Let's send it back up to Howie and Joe for the second half.
All right, thank you, Zach. And those fans that worked so hard and participated so much this week are being treated to a great football team. An offensive explosion in the last 8 minutes of that second half for the Coon Rapids Cardinals.
Yeah, what could have been a tough game for the Cardinals turned into a very fortuitous opportunity, and the Cardinals made it count. And they had that big second quarter. They're up by 3 touchdowns at the break. This is exactly where they want them.
Well, they scored 23 points in the last 8 minutes of the second quarter. Let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. It started fast. The Cardinals' first drive started at the 6-yard line, but this helps a bit. Jesse Trimble on a 50-yard jaunt. That set up the Cardinals' first score. A keeper by Townsend from the 1, but then on 4th and 1, it was Saporu breaking a tackle and getting in from 28 yards out to tie the game. Then the bad snap on the punt attempt. Klaus forced to throw it out the back of the end zone. Then came the Cardinals' march. Townsend on fire throwing the ball. First he finds Snook for a 28 or 23-yard score. Then he finds Jared Zimmel over the middle. He turns it upfield for a 50-yard touchdown. Then he goes back to Zimmel again. This time it's a 24-yard score. And then his time expired, a 43-yard field goal by Matt Klaus to make it a 30-9 lead.
Well, when you look at the stats, you're going to realize Coon Rapids why they are winning. 290 total yards, very well spread out between running and passing.
Klaus kicking it off to start the second half. High short kick taken at the 10. And out across the 20.
Team leaders first of all for the Cardinals, Trimble, 10 carries, 147 yards, not a bad day's half's work. Jared Zimmel, 2 catches, 74 yards, 2 scores, and then Townsend, great job behind center, 10 of 14, 138, 8 yards, 3 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown running. And for the Bengals, James Patterson, quarterback, 5 of 10, 29 yards passing. And Toby Sapporo, 1 run, 28 yards in that score, and a reception for 11 yards, holding this offense in check.
On first down from the 24, it's Machezik spinning his way out to about the 27.
Just a short gain for the Bengals, and they're going back to what they were doing earlier, is just trying to run the ball up the middle. They were successful at a point. Cardinals then did a good job of shutting that middle down and stopping the offense. Of course, it helps when you're scoring a ton of points.
And scoring them fast.
Yes.
A couple of those scoring drives, well, 3 of the 4 scoring drives, less than a minute. Wide open, the tight end, but unable to bring it in is David Leafblad.
Oh, he had him too, and it was a nice design play.
He was
the only
wide
receiver,
open.
Yeah, the only receiver in that part of the
10 yards behind anybody on the defense.
There you can see the pass, and that should have been caught right off his hands. Now it's 3rd and long, exactly what the defense has been wanting once all evening long in that first half.
Blaine just 2 of 9 on 3rd down in the first half. Peterson rolling out, pressure, now throws incomplete along the sidelines. Great coverage again by Dewar.
Yeah, again, the Cardinal defense and good pressure by Neeson on the quarterback. Robbie Neeson coming around, able to pressure him to throw quickly.
And so a quick 3 and out for the Blaine Bengals to start the second half. Punt is going to be taken at the 35. A nice spin move by Jeremy Oakley. Got him a couple of yards, and we've got
that's going to march him back a little bit. They're going to call that on the Cardinals. I think they're going to get Funfar.
Lock in the back, red, 22, white capping.
Well, we've seen that poor field position, not exactly a problem for the Cardinals tonight
Not so far, no, definitely not. They'll put it back at about the 26.
And by their other field position, that's not horrible field position. Their first possession was at the 6, then at the 17, then at the 14, at the 19. And then they did start one drive from the 19 of Blaine, which was nice. Trimble on first down, nowhere to go. It'll be stopped, maybe even lost a yard. No, they'll give him back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's what they were doing early to this offense. They were stopping Trimble in the middle, and was the Blaine defense. And they didn't have a lot of success stopping Jesse Trimble around the end, but in the middle, they did a pretty decent job of bottling him up.
So that'll make it a 2nd and 10. Play action, rolling right. Quick pass behind Groves, incomplete.
Now, good rush by the Bengals. Really forced Blair Townsend to throw that ball quicker than he wanted to. They did a good job at least getting it away, making sure he wasn't going to be sacked.
Coon Rapids didn't see a lot of 3rd downs
in
that first half, just 1 of 3. And now facing 3rd and 10 on their opening possession of the second half.
Now Blaine needs this stop. They want to get the ball back in the hands of their offense as quickly as possible, trailing by 21 points.
Townsend out of the shotgun, sends Trimble in motion. That will leave a 5th receiver. And they've been pretty effective in flag, and this one's not going to count. It's an incomplete pass anyhow.
That's going to march them back 5, make it 3rd and 15.
Go, shift. Tell him the quarterback was moving when he sent the guy in motion.
They'll call it a legal shift. You heard our official.
Townsend pleading his case.
And they declined it, so it'll make it 4th down, and that'll put the Cardinals in a punting situation. That was what you needed to do. You needed to decline that. Get the ball back to your offense.
So both teams going 3 and out quickly. Phillips, a little more respect for the leg of Matt Kloss after that first half. He's backing up near his 33. And a spiraling high punt. Phillips calls for the fair catch, makes it at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, good field position for the Bengals and trying to do something on their second drive here in the second half. No changes on the defensive side of the ball for the Cardinals as they started out this game.
Look at Zahn Nienaber and the rest of the Cardinal. Is that Tom Brugger's with him?
He's working those seeds pretty good, this Zahn.
Handoff rolling right, trick play, long pass, wide open, and a huge gain. Nice recovery by Pikula. But a long pass by Dustin Hacilius, caught by Steven Schumacher. Haven't called their names all day.
Yeah, and a big play, definitely. Schumacher getting behind the defense. They fooled the Cardinal defense on that play, thinking it was run. And a nice pass, but a good job by Pikula to catch up with him, to bring him down before he could go in the end zone.
Down to the 11-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle, and Machezik is down to about the 5.
Ishmael Nolan checking in the ball game for Coon Rapids. Getting a little more beef up front.
Handoff goes up the middle, and this time nowhere to go.
I think he lost a yard.
Depending on where they spot the ball. Saporu running that time?
Yep, he's going to lose a yard on that.
Well, the Bengals not wasting any time, and huddles on this possession. Saporu lined up wide to the left this time. Gets one-on-one with Pikula. That's where they go. Touchdown.
Oh, an easy one, too. Saporu on the outside. That makes it 30-15. Well, Bengals doing a good job coming down and scoring, getting the first getting the first touchdown of this second half. There's the pass to Sapporo, pretty much alone in the corner of the end zone.
Kick for Phillips is up and good, and Blaine at 7.
That makes the score 30-16, 8:30 left in the third quarter. And now if you're on the Blaine sideline, Joe, you've got to think about we've got to make a quick stop and get the ball back in the hands of our offense again. They don't want the Cardinals to get any points on this drive. Bengals scoring drive, 4 plays that went 55 yards. Took a minute and 33 off the clock. A Peterson to Sapporo touchdown pass, getting that done.
Number 33, Justice Trimble, and number 5, hit and roll. That's Pete for the Cardinals.
Second touchdown of the game for Sapporo. Long kick, Lau back to the 2. Again, good downfield coverage from the Blaine special teams. Lau is able to get out to the 20.
Yeah, they've not allowed the Cardinals to form any kind of alleys to get some good returns by. I think they're going to mark that. Will they mark it right at the 20? Yeah, they're going to put it right at the 20. Another long field for the Cardinals. There you see Maple Grove 14 and over 7 at the half. Big game for both those squads.
Maple Grove tied amongst the leaders at 4-1. Andover a game behind at 3-2. Handoff to Groves up the middle, goes nowhere. That'll give him a yard.
Well, I think Cardinals want to be aggressive like they were in the first half, and continue to open up their offense. Obviously, you don't want to make any mistakes, but you also don't want to get conservative at this point in the game.
Boss in motion. They fake the handoff to him, give it to Trimble. Nice hole right side, spins across the 25 to the 26. Bring up third and about 4.
Well, this is a first down that the Cardinals want to convert. Even though they're up by a couple of scores, they don't want to try and lose any more momentum in this second half. Blaine came out and scored that first touchdown to cut the lead to a 2-score lead. Obviously, plenty of time in this ball game.
Pitch goes to Trimble, left side. Trying to cut the corner, and he's not going to get the first down.
Now, big defensive play by the Bengals, able to stop Trimble. Another punting situation to come up for the Cardinals. So two offensive drives, all 3 and out.
Brings up a fourth down. Into punt for the Cardinals.
Claus standing at about his own 13-yard line. End over end punt is going to bounce in front of Phillips. He's going to stay away from it. The Cardinals will down it at the 39. So again, pretty decent field position for the Bengals to start after gaining some momentum with that scoring drive.
Well, when you start at your 20 and you only gain 7 yards on your offensive set, it's going to give them a pretty good field position unless you get a great roll on a punt. So now again, the pressure falls on the shoulders of the defense to make a stop here and get the ball back for their offense. The Blaine Bengal defense did that their part, getting the ball back to their offense. Cardinal defense needs to continue to do theirs.
3rd and 9, a fake. Peterson, nobody sees him. He's running down the sidelines across the 30. The 20 finally stopped up. He's inside the 15 before he's finally knocked out of bounds.
Well, great play call by Coach Garrity. Great faked out the defense, and Peterson able to lumber down the field and put him in great field position again to try and get one touchdown closer.
"48-yard gain, their biggest play of the night. Handoff goes to Marchezik. Sidestepped a couple of tackles down inside the 10 to the 9.
The Bengals have to feel pretty good considering where they were when they came back at the break.
Well, they've certainly come out with a fire here in the second half, and they could cut it to a 1-score game in less than 7 minutes of football. Yeah, that's illegal motion. They had 2 men moving at the same time. And Peterson stopped for a loss anyhow.
I think you decline at this point.
And number 74, Robbie Neeson, flag on the play.
Illegal motion, White.
Oh, they're going to take it.
Well, actually, they don't know.
Oh, they haven't asked.
Asking,
I thought, okay.
They're asking Coach John Young. And they are going to mark it off.
Illegal motion, Blaine.
Put him back to second and and 11.
For the Bengals.
Ball at the 14-yard line. Quick drop, throw into the corner, looking for Saporu again. Touchdown.
And how do you not call a flag? He obviously pushed off.
Yeah, he spun. He spun McKissick all the way around.
How do you not call a flag on that play? You can't push off as a receiver.
We got a ball game again.
Yes, we do. Let's see. Now, if he extends his arm at all, that's obviously a push off. I don't know if we'll see it. Couldn't tell from that angle. Now it's a one-score lead for the Bengals, and there's been a change of momentum in this football game.
A little bit.
Well, we're going to see the good protection and then the pass to Sapporo for the score. Wow, Joe.
Rather quick change of fortunes, much the way we saw in the end of the second quarter. The winds blew in the Cardinals' favor. They are blowing behind the Bengals' backs right now.
4 plays, 61 yards, a minute and 6 seconds come off the clock. Quick drive for the Bengals.
2 4-play drives for scores. Both passes to Saporu, who now has all 3 of the Blaine touchdowns.
The 27th minute, that's the kick to the Bengals. Number 33, Jesse Trimble, and number 5, Evan Love, that's Pete.
And the Bengal fans back into this one, jumping up and down.
Oh, they should be.
On the far sidelines, the sidelines for the Bengals. The team fired up. They're right back in this ball game. Trimble will take the kick from the 6. Again, a lot of white jerseys, and he's going to be stopped short of the 20-yard line.
Great special teams plays for the Bengals all evening long has been keeping the Cardinals backed up in their own territory. And again, just great coverage. Not allowing Trimble to get free. Puts the Cardinals in a hole again, Joe.
Looks like they'll put it about the 17. And another long field for the Cardinal offense. They move to that 4-receiver set with Townsend out of the shotgun right away. Handoff goes to Trimble, avoids a couple, dives across the 20, out near the 22, gain of about 5.
Oh, nice little gain for Jesse Trimble.
Head
Head coach Garrity. Got to be pleased now where his squad is after coming back down 21.
Got to be pleased with the way they're playing in this third quarter.
Absolutely.
So far, the Cardinals, who only saw 3 first downs in the entire first half, have been forced 3 and out on their first 2 possessions here in the third quarter. Townsend looking left, now looking over the middle, nearly picked off, and kicking himself right now is Kevin Buckman. He made a great play on the ball, had it in his chest, and he dropped it.
Yeah, that would have been 6 had he been able to hold on to that football. Good anticipation by Buckman as he's able to get right in front of the pass. Again, good protection. That maybe have been one of the worst ball that Blair Townsend has thrown tonight.
So now 3rd and 5. Townsend rolls to his left, in trouble, steps back up, now throws, completes to Snook, first down out across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Well, we talked about it on Sports Night, Joe, that Blair Townsend does such a good job of stepping up into the pocket and avoiding the rush, and that time he did a good job and he was able to complete it to Snook to move the chains. And the Cardinals offensively, they needed that. That was a big 3rd down pickup for them.
1st and 10, Coon Rapids on the 36-yard line.
Ball at the 36. Gain of 14. Snook's had a nice game. That's his 5th catch. Little misdirection play goes to Trimble, but it didn't fool the Blaine defense very much.
Well, that's what worked for the Cardinals in that first half, is getting Trimble to the outside. That time Blaine made some adjustments, obviously, at halftime, because that had been hurting him at the end. When allowing Trimble to get to the outside, that time Cardinals, the Bengals do a good job on defense. No gain for Jesse Trimble.
Four receivers again. Kloss in motion. Fake to give to him. Fake to Trimble. Nice stop by Townsend. Long pass looking for Snook, but a little bit underthrown as he was under pressure. There's a flag back by the quarterback.
It could be a late hit.
It might be.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like to me. And that's a stupid penalty on the Bengals' behalf. And there's a play that was going to go incomplete and make it 3rd and long, and now you hit the quarterback late, get a first down, and you march him up.
Waiting for our signal from Art Hennington, but this one definitely moving away upfield. It's a 15-yarder.
Roughing the passer, number 90, White. First down.
15 yards.
Jordan Kosminskis called for the infraction for the Bengals. Not too often you see an official call out a number on a penalty.
First down, rolling right is Townsend, now throwing, looking for Kloss, a little too much. He had the defender by a step, but the pass just a bit overthrown.
Oh, it's one of the things that Coach Garrity told me, is that you got to be careful with Matt Kloss. He's such a good receiver on the outside, and there you see the throw, and just as you mentioned, a little bit too far for Matt Kloss to bring in.
3:18 left, 3rd quarter.
This is what the Cardinals need. They need to take time off the clock, and they need to continue to drive the ball down towards the end zone.
Well, and they'd like to get back on top by more than one score.
Well, yeah, without a doubt.
Handoff, Trimble hitting the backfield and drop for a loss of a yard.
They've done such a good job limiting Trimble here in the second half. Hit 147 yards rushing in the first half. Not much in the second.
Yeah, I think he's got 11, I think. The Cardinals facing another long 3rd down. Townsend looking too high for Trimble.
You can't continue to put yourself in 3rd and long and be successful all the time, and that time the Cardinals not able to convert. They're going to have to punt again, and they're going to punt the ball back to the offense, and the defense does their job. They gave up some yardage, but especially on a penalty, but they didn't have any damage scored. And with 2:33 remaining, we are still seeing a 1-touchdown lead for the Cardinals.
And the momentum clearly behind the Bengals right now in this 3rd quarter. Low snap. Kloss able to pick it up. Short punt off the side of his foot. Nicely angled to the near side. Takes a decent bounce. It'll be down at about the 23.
Now this time good, not good field position for the Bengals on this drive, but now the Cardinal defense, again, squarely the pressure back on their shoulders. They need a stop again here. They cannot allow the Bengals to score anymore.
Plenty of highlights coming up on Sports Night. Will they be Cardinal flavored at the end or a tinge of blue? That is yet to be determined over the next 14 minutes and 21 seconds. The Bengal offense taking over at their own 22-yard line. They've got the momentum. Handoff right side. It goes to Schlingsog. And he spins out to about the 26, gain of 4 or 5.
Clock continues to move. 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. I think they'll give him a 4-yard gain. Cardinal defense looking for a turnover. Love a turnover in this situation.
Play action, Peterson. Looking long for the tight end, complete. And Leafblad is into Cardinal territory.
And he's shaken up a little bit. Maybe the wind knocked out of him. That's a big completion for the Bengals. They're marching again. There's a nice throw. Leafblad with a great catch over the shoulder.
Ball to Coon Rapids 47. Handoff goes to Marchezik. Up the middle and he's to the 45, gain of 2.
Number 70, Jason Engstrom.
Engstrom on the tackle for the Cards.
Second and 8 for the Bengals.
Short gain.
Play action, Peterson in trouble, and he got the ball away just before he was brought down by Robbie Neeson.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Robbie Neeson, diving for the ankles. And you're right, good play by Peterson, just getting rid of it before he was going to go down. Big third down for the defense. They need to stop right here, Joe.
Peterson out of the shotgun on 3rd and 8. Drops back, steps up, pressured, gets it off, and that's going to be a first down to Schlingsong.
And just a big play because they had Peterson. He was able to get the throw off to Schlingsong and picks up the first down, continues this drive for the Bengals. That was a huge play for the Bengal offense. Right here, he's just about ready to go down, gets the ball off.
Ball at the Cardinal 34. Handoff goes to Saporu. And he's wrapped up quickly, but dives ahead to the 31, gain of 3.
And that may do it for see if they get a playoff, or it might do it for the quarter. I think that is.
That's going to be it for the quarter. We will go to the fourth. The Cardinals clinging to a 30-23 lead, but the Bengals marching inside their 35. 12 minutes of football remaining in regulation. The Cardinals with a 30-23 lead. They were up 30-9 at the half, but the Bengals with a very impressive third quarter have cut the lead and now are threatening again with the ball just outside the Coon Rapids 30-yard line.
Yeah, you know, you can look at the Blaine sideline. The momentum has totally changed on that side of the field. You saw the step in the Cardinals after the half, but now the Bengals have taken over and really controlled this second half and are one score away from tying it up.
Yeah, Toby Saporu has been a kind of a big part of their offense.
I'd say.
Has 2 touchdown catches to get him back in this ball game, and here he is with the carry on 2nd and 7, hopping and diving down close, but just short of a first down. He'll bring up 3rd and about 1.
Oh, he's a hard runner, and he's definitely a great athlete, good at running the ball and obviously receiving. Came in with a team-leading 9 touchdowns for the Bengals in this game.
He's got 3 here tonight.
Yep.
Third and 1 from the Cardinal 25. Peterson on the keeper, and he'll have the first down.
Now, Peterson's played a nice game, able to play pretty well under center, picked up some yardage when they've needed it.
Needed 1 there, got 2.
That results in a first down.
He's now got 4 carries for 55 yards. It's pretty decent average as well.
I'd say.
And more importantly, he just kept a big drive alive for the Bengals, trying to tie this game back up. Handoff, and Marchezik goes absolutely nowhere.
I ran right into the heart of that defensive line for the Cardinals.
Tackle by number 51, Tom Egan. No gain in the play, makes it a 2nd and 10.
Tom Egan on the tackle for the Cardinals.
Straight drop, looks left, now chased and tackled, sacked.
Well, they better give him the sack there. He tried to get it away. And they did. That's going to make it 3rd and long. Big defensive play by Robbie Neeson. He came close earlier, got his man there.
Put the ball back on the 26, 27.
Make some noise, it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Peterson blitzed hard, throws for Saporu, incomplete.
And that was a great play by the defense. The blitz coming in, really forcing Peterson to throw that ball well before obviously he wanted to. Otherwise, he would have taken the sack. And now it's the decision time for Coach Garrity. 4th down. I don't think you can obviously pump the ball in this situation.
How's your field goal kicking?
That's
44-yarder.
I think they're not going to go.
They're going to go for it.
Oh, this is huge. Biggest defensive stop of the game for the Cardinals.
The Bengals 3 for 4 on 4th down in that first half. But I don't think they faced any as long as 4th and 14. Saporu lined up wide to the left. Here comes a Cardinal blitz again, throwing right. Incomplete, pass broken up.
That was Oakley on the play.
Oakley.
And they were lucky that the receiver didn't get the tip on that one.
And it looked like he went up there trying to intercept that.
Yeah.
You got to knock that
Yeah,
pass
you definitely have to knock that down. There you see it
anyway,
again.
you slice it, the Cardinals will take the ball back at the 27.
Oakley there. I mean, he's lucky that that Phillips wasn't in a little different position. He may have been able to get that ball off the ricochet.
Handoff to Trimble on 1st down. Got his shoulders low, drives his way across the 30. to the 31-yard line, a gain of 4.
Oh, this is the drive, I think, offensively for the Cardinals. They want to eat up some time and put some additional points on the board. 9:20 remaining in this ball game, and they're up by 7, which was a 21-point lead at the break.
Kloss will sprint from left to right. Townsend rolling to his right, throwing back to the left. Little screen to Zimmel. Hit immediately, but broke the tackle and he breaks away. He's got a first down and more, and forced out of bounds at midfield. And that diving slide by Buckman may have saved another touchdown by the Cardinal tight end.
Joe, how did he get away?
I have no idea. He was hit
unbelievable.
absolutely immediately.
You see a nice run after the catch.
Zach, do you know how he got away from that? Zach.
Guys, that was Tennessee, a tight end screen. It's the same play they scored on earlier in the year against Andover, and it goes for a big gain again here. Back up to the booth.
Thank you. Now tell me how he broke that tackle. Kloss on the end around, cutting back as the corner was cut off, and he's close to the 45. Looks like they gave him the 46, a gain of 2.
Well, that play may have gotten a little bit of their swagger back. After Zimmel broke that tackle and was able to gain free.
Second and 8. Kloss lined up wide on the near side. Now he'll go in motion. Fake the give to him. Give it to Trimble. He spun away from one guy. Still going. Breaks another tackle and almost another. Dragged down at the 32.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's keeping your legs moving. Watch again. It's just a nice move to get away from a defender. Then he pushes them off with a hand, and again he gets away. His legs continue to move forward, doesn't stop there. He gets another 4 or 5 yards before he's finally brought down.
And now 1st and 10 from the 32. 14-yard gain on that play for Trimble. Play action. Throwing right side for Groves, complete. Lowered his shoulder, got a first down, out of bounds inside the 20.
Nice little short game for Coon Rapids in the passing department. Groves doing a good job of running after the catch and picking up the first down. Good protection for Townsend.
Oh, they're going to put it right at the 20, so a gain of 12. Handoff, Trimble right up the gut, pushes his way forward for a gain of about 3.
And you're also taking time off the clock, which is so important. 7:23 remaining in this ball game. Well, Joe, you have to come away with some points down here, whether it's, you obviously like the touchdown, but you got to at least come away with a field goal and make it a 2-score game.
Play action, Townsend in trouble. He dropped the ball.
I think the Bengals have it, I believe. Nope, maybe not. Maybe the Cardinals fell on it.
No signal yet from our
Boy, that would be a big
official
turnover.
Crew,
Yeah,
and
I think the Cardinals,
third down.
they're fortunate. We'll see it again. There's the fake give. Good pressure by the defense. Townsend unable to keep the ball around. I think that was Keith Resnicek, I believe, was on that ball.
Loss of a yard will make it 3rd and 8.
Big third down play for the Cardinals.
And here come the boys in blue. Nice block. Pass is batted away. That was Jesse Hafterson rushing the quarterback.
Now you got to kick the field goal, I think.
Absolutely.
And you got to come away with points here. You just have to.
This attempt will be from 35 yards away. He's already made it from 43. This one is up and way good. He could have made that one from 50.
Absolutely. And that's a big score. That puts the lead to 10. With 6:26 remaining, now you got to put the pressure back on the defense again to play well and come up with another stop. And those 3 points came off that second effort by Jared Zimmel. Well, if he dislocated a finger, he's down on the sidelines getting took off his receiving gloves, getting a check on his finger. I imagine you've experienced a lot of the dislocated fingers playing catcher for so many years in the minors. You know what it's like. You pull it out and you get back in there.
Right.
Work with me.
Well, he looks like he's not going to let it keep him out of the ball game.
No.
Got a couple of touchdowns tonight. Two touchdowns, and his third catch was, as you mentioned, probably responsible for getting them that 3 points.
9 plays, 55 yards, 3:12 off the clock, and the Cardinals convert a field goal.
Kloss with a kick, end over end, taken by Phillips at the 11. Again, a nice wall. Cardinals break through it. Phillips stops, stretches forward to about the 27. And that's the special teams of the Bengals has been impressive tonight.
They have.
Phillips has had a number of very good returns, and their downfield coverage on punts and kicks, for that matter, has been outstanding.
Well, yeah, and this is a situation where the Cardinals come up with a pretty good stop on that kickoff, a little bit short. But now the defense wants to take control right here.
Pressure back on the Bengal offense. Straight drop for Peterson. Drops way back. Phillips on the screen. Didn't fool Dewar at all.
Now Jake Dewar just doing a great job of staying with Peterson. They're going to lose about 2 yards on that play, maybe a little bit more, 3 yards on that play. Big play by the defense. That's what Coach Weber wants to see. Again, watch Jake Dewar just making sure that Phillips wasn't going to go anywhere with that catch.
Well, Phillips, as dangerous as he's been on kick returns and a little bit running the ball, and really he hasn't been that dangerous since his first run, but catching the ball, he's got catches of 1 and -3 yards. Rolling out as Peterson throws, complete to Schlingsog. He breaks a tackle down the sidelines, forced out around, they're going to put it at about the 47.
Nice job from Peterson to find Schlingsong with the throw. You can see good protection. There's the quick throw. And there's no Cardinal defender around him.
Gain of 23. See Schlingsog on the other hand, catching out of the backfield, has 2 catches for 34 yards. 1st and 10 from the 47. Peterson throwing again, this one incomplete, looking for Schumacher.
That'll make it 2nd and long. 5:23 remaining in this ball game. Cardinals up by 10. And we'll see if that field goal proves to be the big play in this game.
Well, the Cardinals hope that they can stop and keep any more points from being scored. Peterson in trouble. Neeson at his ankles again. This time he's going to lose almost 10 yards.
Neeson's been punishing the offensive line all night long, and he's come close to a couple other sacks, but that time making sure Peterson wasn't going to go anywhere. Look at big number 74 shed his block and then pull him down with the ankle tackle. A little exclamation point by Jordan Dixon. That makes it third and a whole bunch.
Third and about 19.
Cardinal faithful here on their feet.
Peterson has time, throwing right, looking for Phillips, incomplete.
That'll put fourth down, and a great job by the defense. Good stand. He gave that one long pass up to Sing Song. Other than that, Cardinal defense does their job.
Beware the fake. Although it's dangerous on 4th and 19. High end over end punt, not very long, taken at the 35, and Oakley out to the 45.
Good job by Jeremy Oakley. They pick up some good yardage after that punt. 4:21 remaining. Cardinals in control, 10-point lead.
Townsend making some adjustments at the line. Handoff, Trimble right side, broke through the initial, got the first down, spins down near the 40 of the Bengals.
Well, you talk about running with determination. Jesse Trimble hitting that hole really hard, picking up the first down, and more importantly, continuing this clock to move once they set the down markers. 4:14 remaining as it continues to tick away. There you see, good job, good run by Jesse Trimble.
15-yard pickup. 1st and 10 from just outside the 40. Trimble again. Pushes his way through the initial contact to about the 38-yard line, a gain of about 3.
.330 remaining in this ball game. Some fans starting to leave this celebration. Hopeful celebration.
Kloss in motion. He gets the carry, hit and dropped in the backfield. He's going to lose about 6.
That was Chad Mueller on the tackle. Nice play for the Bengals. Put it 3rd and long.
I guess it'll be 3rd and 11, but either way, that's not what they were hoping for.
I don't think so.
And the Cardinals were 1 of 3 in the first half on 3rd down. They are 1 of 6 so far here in the second half. Straight drop, a lot of white shirts. The screen goes to Trimble, but that was sniffed out. He'll gain a yard, and it'll be 4th and 10.
And the Bengals are going to call a timeout. It's a smart timeout by Coach Garrity. They're going to take possession of the ball. 2:35 remaining in this ball game. Cardinals up by 10. It's homecoming here at Coon Rapids. Are looking to get the victory, and of course it'll be the first victory since '96 against the Bengals.
It's probably newsworthy.
I would think so.
They should have it on the CTN News next Friday night.
All right.
They've already done this Friday's edition.
I would say you are
Might
correct.
be a little bit old news by then, I suppose. People may have heard about it.
Maybe.
But the Bengals still have life. They're still breathing in this one.
Absolutely. Oh, just, you go back again to that field goal, how important that was to get a 10-point lead.
Make it a 2-possession game.
We'll see if Matt Kloss angles something for the sideline.
Cardinals taking their show on the road, and they're taking us with them.
Yes, there you go.
Next week at the Pumpkin Bowl.
Love that place.
Goodrich Field, home of the Anoka Tornadoes. Cardinals will be looking for their first win of the season on the road. Kloss, nice high boot. Taken from the 10. Chased out near the 20 is Phillips.
2 1/4 remaining in this ball game. Blaine with a long field. Think we'll see him air it out a little bit, Joe?
2:25 remaining and needing 2 scores. You don't have much choice.
I agree. Oh, we had a little power failure. Scoreboard just went out. There we go, back on. Oops, somebody just tripped on the cord.
Hate when that happens.
I do too.
Bengals going to re-huddle after the confusion. Come back to the line. A lot of guys spread out.
Blair Townsend is a defensive back. Of course, use his size.
Play action. Looking for Phillips. Now throwing for Phillips. Caught it, but hit hard. Going to be a gain of about 8. The Cardinal tackler, McKissick, a little slow getting up.
Yeah, he hit Phillips, as you said, pretty hard. And Blaine's going to get up the line quickly.
This was a nice-looking pass. It wasn't there at first, but then able to lay it out right in front of him. Maybe put a little too much air under it. Nice hit by McKissick. 2nd and 3 from the 27. Peterson with time, looking to the near side for Phillips again, this time incomplete over his outstretched hands.
Now good coverage by the Cardinals. Peterson really only threw it to the one place he thought Phillips could catch it. Just a little too far. 1:43 remaining.
Third and 3 from the 27. And I think you got to run it at this point. Although it will bring some time off the clock. I think realistically on 3rd and 3, that's...
Well, that doesn't look like they're going to run it in this formation.
Nope. Quick pass to Poru, complete, first down, out to the 35, 36-yard line.
Still a long way to go.
Anytime number 3 is on the field, I think I'd double team him.
I would too.
Because pretty much if he's on the field, he's getting the ball. Peterson with time again, near side for Phillips, complete. First down out of bounds near midfield.
Oh, nice play because it gains you a fair amount of yardage and you get out of bounds and you stop the clock. You don't have to use any of your timeouts and gives you an opportunity to reset and try and continue this drive. And the Cardinals are going to give those kind of plays to the Bengals all day long. They're just going to keep the receiver in front of them, not let him get behind the defense. You see Phillips, quick throw. He's had a busy night, Mr. Phillips.
Ball at the 49. Cardinals show blitz. Throw over the middle. Schlingsog, nice grab. Juggled it a little bit, fell as he caught it, but right near the first down marker.
Now, the one thing, he didn't get the first down, so the clock continues to move. At least I don't know why the clock is stopped. It shouldn't be. Clock should not be stopped.
No, they're going to bring the chains in.
It doesn't look like a first down from here, but
doesn't look like a first down from here either. Oh wait, we're standing in the same spot.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, but you're a little further to the right than I am, so maybe you have a different angle on it.
I'm looking straight down the
Yeah, well, I am
41-yard
too.
line pretty much. Looks to me like they're a ball length or two short.
Yeah, they're going to be short.
There you see it. Ball length and a half. Second and inches. Cardinals bringing the pressure. Gagnon's got him wrapped up, and Peterson's going down. A flag on the play. And
Now they're going to call.
I think Gagnon may have been in a bit early.
I think they're calling encroachment. Maybe we'll see. Nope, it's against the Bengals. I got to decline it here. Not that they're asking me for my opinion, but I think you decline it. Watch the move right here. Yep.
Great anticipation by Gagnon.
Yeah, took his. There's the throw right there, and Gagnon doing a great job of getting away from that.
Yeah, you lose 4 on the. Oh, illegal block.
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't
you
realize.
take that one.
I didn't realize it was that big a penalty. Yes, you definitely take that one. You sacrifice the down to keep it at second for when you mark it off that long.
Yeah, back to their own 40.
And that may have done it. That penalty just may have. It would have probably done it anyway because with a minute 3 left, it's going to be tough to score 10 points. But
it'll be 2nd and 19 after the penalty.
Blaine point-wise has had the better second half, but they so far haven't been able to do enough to overcome that big lead that the Cardinals built up in the first. Cardinals are just 3 points in the second half.
Another blitz, and great job by Peterson to keep his feet and get the pass off. Weber wants the intentional grounding, but he's not going to get it. Maybe if you're losing this game, you might get that call, but not when you're up.
Well, our down marker just changed it to first down. I'm not sure why that is.
I'm pretty sure he's not getting a first down for throwing it incomplete while he was wrapped up by another great blitz, this time by Joe Novak. So 3rd and 19 now. Again, the Cardinals show blitz, bad snap, ball on the ground. Neeson had a piece of him, but Peterson sidesteps him. Neeson couldn't get him again. 2nd, 3rd flag on the field. Finally got rid of it to Saporu, and he's going to gain about 4 yards. But there are flags from one side of the field to the other. I just can't believe that Robbie Neeson had him twice and couldn't bring him down.
Yeah,
there's one.
You got to give credit to Peterson for
here
that
he
getting
comes
away.
back, and then he had him again around the shoulders, and Peterson got away. There you see some of the hankies all around the field, and then Saporu found his way back and made the catch for a short gain. And after all this, unless the penalties are on Coon Rapids,
I think they're on Blaine.
You decline, and you say 4th and 15, and this is your last play. Or you back him up another 15 yards and make it 3rd and
100.
3rd and a lot.
Yeah, it's against the Bengals.
Face mask against the Cardinals. That's decline.
Wave them off.
Or they're offsetting. So it'll be just redo it at 3rd and 19. I think that's it. 3rd and 19. Let's do over. 35.7 seconds. Here comes the blitz again. Peterson has time, throws over the middle, bounced off the shoulder pad, late flag, and I think Neeson's going to get called for
I think so too.
a late hit on Peterson.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be, and it gives him a little bit of life, but not much time, less than 20 kicks remaining.
Roughing the passer, 74 red.
Yep. And Neeson's getting a talk to by Coach Weber
and Coach Young, and they know he's played a phenomenal game, and you know, I give him a lot of credit to him. He's put a lot of pressure. All that, they got a first down.
Peterson rolling to his right, throws high and deep and out of bounds.
Took about 7 seconds off the clock.
Peterson drops, has time again. Long throw to the left side, and too far for Saporu. He was well covered with both Funfar and McKissick with him anyhow.
Took him another 7 seconds off the clock. 5 ticks remaining. And the Cardinals are going to move to 3-3. Joe Yundon also beat Blaine for the first time.
They're breaking the streak, Shapiro.
Yes. We finally got to see it. We can die happy now. We've seen the Cardinals beat Blaine in football.
The Cardinals continue their undefeated season here at home. And again, you're really about 3 plays away from having a perfect season this year. Peterson drops back, has time. Throwing over the middle, complete to Phillips. He's hit and taken down at the 21, and the ball game is over.
And a big victory for the Cardinals, and and this coaching staff. They've done such a good job with this club, and you show the fact that they had a 3-touchdown lead coming into the second half. Blaine did a great job. My hat's off to them for getting back to this ball game. But the Cardinals,
well, they came out with a fantastic
third
quarter.
Cardinals didn't buckle. And they got that field goal to put them up by 10 and able to close it out.
And I've said it for years how a one-win season would be successful to me if they beat the Bengals. It has been so long. This is the first time in our 10 years that we have seen the Cardinals beat the Bengals. Think about that. Some of these kids, the seniors, were 8 years old. They were in 2nd or 3rd grade the last time the Cardinals beat the Bengals. The freshmen, they weren't even in school yet.
They were not. But we were here. We've seen it all.
And after a lot of those losses, 12, 13 losses that we've watched to the Blaine Bengals, there have been a number that have been by very large margins that were hard to take as a Cardinal football fan. And for so long, it's the one team more than anything I wanted to see them beat. And finally it has come true, and it happens on homecoming to keep the Cardinals perfect 3-0 here in the friendly confines of the Cardinals Sports Complex.
Well, obviously every victory is sweet, but it's a little bit sweeter when you can win your homecoming game, quite obviously.
Against your arch rival, who you haven't beaten in a decade. Unbelievable. We're going to take a short break, be back to wrap things up. Some post-game highlights, maybe some reaction and stats Right after this, Cardinals win 33-23.
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
Are we in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble. I just want to set some ground rules.
Like what?
Well, remember last week when you hit Vinny in the head with the shovel?
I do not recall that.
Of course not. Well, it was pretty graphic. Too graphic for the kids. So I'm going to have to block you.
I got to make this up to you. This is Vinny's watch, and I want you to have it. You deserve it.
Thank you. That's really not necessary.
No. Come here.
Listen, I know you're upset, but it was just one date. And dating's like the stock market. There's ups and downs and ups. So always buy low.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
Show is brought to you by SportsPrepZone.com. Complete coverage of high school sports in the North Metro and another proud sponsor of high school athletics on CTN. Back at the Cardinals Sports Complex, Coon Rapids victorious in its homecoming contest over the Blaine Bengals, 33-23. The final, Zach Nienaber down on a very happy Coon Rapids sideline with one of tonight's stars.
Guys, I'm down here with Jared Zimmel. Jared, tonight, win over Blaine on your homecoming, your arch rival. How's it feel?
It feels fantastic. Nothing much better you can ask for that. We haven't beat these guys in 11 years, so it's good to finally change something around here.
And a couple big catches tonight, including the play where you spun out on the tackle on the tight end screen. How'd you manage to get away?
I just had to fight for what I could, and excellent blocking got me as far as it did, and that's about it.
All right, congratulations on your big win tonight.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, let's send it back up to the booth with Howie and Joe.
All right, thank you, Zach. And I think
Did
that's
he call him sir?
I think that's kind of humble. Great blocking, got me downfield. He did that part all on his own, broke that original tackle, and then he got good yardage thanks to the downfield blocking, which I've talked about a number of times this year. Coon Rapids' downfield blocking has been superb, and that's why once they're able to get into that secondary, they can pick up some big yards and do some big damage.
This whole season has been not about it's been about team, and that just shows you. When we first talked to, I believe it was Jesse Trimble when we interviewed him after their first win at home, he talked about his teammates, didn't talk about him, talked about his teammates. Jared Zimmel doing the same thing, talking about great downfield blocking, and you're correct, he did that all on his own. It was second, third, fourth, and fifth effort just to get away from that, but nonetheless a good victory for the Cardinals, get them at 3-3, and they got to feel
and a
really
great game.
Yeah,
you mentioned Jesse Trimble, another great game, 197 yards rushing for Jesse Trimble. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the second half. It was pretty much all Bengals in the second half. The Cardinals had dominated the late part of the second quarter, had that big lead, and then a couple of tosses to Saporu for touchdowns. And then there you see, fighting for all you can get, Trimble. And the only points the Cardinals put on the board, a 43-yard field goal by Matt Kloss. And then the Bengals trying to march back but couldn't. Some good pressure by the defense. I talked about it. They had 14 sacks coming into this game. I think they had 4 or 5 tonight. So continuing to average around 4 or 5 sacks per game.
Take a look at the final numbers. Actually pretty close compared to where they were in the first half. 403 total yards of offense for Coon Rapids. You know what I'm impressed with? They did not turn the ball over.
You know what I'm impressed with? 29 passing yards for Peterson in the first half. Finishes the game with 213.
That's pretty good. But the Cardinals, you see the one that is the most important, 33-20.
And I couldn't be more happy about it. I was a little nervous anytime you go out on a limb and publicly declare that you're going to win. It sets you up for a lot of things, of course, downfall, but
you stuck by your guns, and I admire that.
Had to happen, and very happy that, as you mentioned, that we could finally see the Cardinals beat the Bengals after, in our 10th season of broadcasting, This is about the 13th, maybe even 14th meeting between these two teams, and we finally see. It's kind of like seeing Rocky finally knock off Apollo.
That's right.
But for those of you who have stuck with us to the bitter end, we want to thank you. We got some volleyball coming up next week, and of course, Cardinal football team on the road to take on the Anoka Tornadoes at the Pumpkin Bowl next Friday night. We'll have that game for you here at midnight. One more time, the final score from the Cardinal Sports Complex: Coon Rapids 33, Blaine 23. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the new Papa, Zach Neighbor, and my good friend, Mr. Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying goodnight.
The CTN Sports Postgame Show is brought to you by SportsPrepZone.com. Complete coverage of high school sports in the North Metro and another proud sponsor of high school athletics on CTN.